Here it is, the final frontier. The last of the 5 chasms you have to cross on your journey from zero to hero. My drive factors, you've done it. You've crossed the other chasms to this point. You've found your purpose. You've accepted the long, hard road. You've validated your idea, and people love what you do. You are in motion. You are busy. Every single day, you are executing. Answering emails, creating content, serving clients, managing finances. Your to-do list is a mile long, and you are relentless in checking things off. From the outside, you look like a machine. You feel it. You're working harder than ever, but you're not growing faster. You're putting in 16-hour days, but your income hasn't doubled. You feel like you're running on a hamster wheel, sprinting faster and faster, but never actually moving forward. You are not failing. You are simply standing at the edge of the final chasm. The execution strategy gap. This is the chasm that separates the busy from the productive. It's the gap between working in your dream and working on your dream. It's the moment you must evolve from being the best technician into being a true strategist. Think of a brilliant chef in city who opens her own restaurant. Her food is the best in the city. So she cooks. Every day, she's in the kitchen, 14 hours a day, perfecting every single dish. She's executing flawlessly. But because she's always cooking, she never has time to think about a marketing plan, or how to open a second location, or how to train other chefs to replicate her quality. Her meal execution is world-class, but her strategy is non-existent. The restaurant's growth is forever capped by the 2 hands of its brilliant but exhausted chef. She hasn't built a business, she's built herself a very demanding job. That is the danger of this chasm. Without strategy, your hard work becomes a prison. You become the bottleneck to your own success, and you will inevitably burn out. So, how do you cross it? How do you get off the hamster wheel? You must have the discipline to stop doing for a few hours a week, so you can start thinking. Here are the 2 practices that will get you across. First, master the 80-20th rule. The Pareto principle states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Your mission is to find your 20%. Is it sales calls? Is it creating one specific type of content? Is it networking with a certain group of people? Track your activities for 1 week. At the end of the week, circle the tasks that generated the most tangible results. That is your 20%. Your new strategy is to ruthlessly focus on those activities and find ways to automate, delegate, or eliminate the other 80%. Stop being proud of being busy and start being proud of being effective. Second, schedule a CEO meeting with yourself. Once a month, or once a quarter, you must book a 2-hour meeting that you are not allowed to cancel. In this meeting, you are not an employee. You are the CEO of your dream. You don't execute, you strategize. You ask the big questions. What is the one thing I could do this quarter that would make everything else easier? What is the biggest obstacle slowing down my growth? What system can I create to solve a problem I keep facing over and over again? This scheduled time to think is non-negotiable. It's where you design the future, instead of just surviving the present. Hard work is the engine of your dream, but strategy is the rudder. Without it, you can run at full speed and still end up going in circles. You have proven you can work hard. Now you must prove you can work smart. You have shown you can execute. Now you must show you can lead. So, look at your calendar for next week. Where is your strategy session? Book it, honor it. And finally, give your relentless effort the direction it deserves. As a kid, I craved being busy. I thought it made me responsible. When I was 19, I worked 7 days a week at a high-pressure job in finance. I loved the rush of closing deals, the thrill of hitting targets. And I thought, this is it. This is what success feels like. But as I rose through the ranks, I realized something. There were people making far more money than me, people who didn't even work that hard. They seemed to be playing a different game. And that's when I learned about the execution strategy gap. I saw that all the hard work in the world doesn't take you anywhere if you don't know where you're going. But if you get the strategy right, even small consistent actions can change your life. Today, my strategy sessions look very different. If you peek into one of my CEO meetings, this is what you would see. A wall-sized whiteboard covered in diagrams, scribbles, timelines, and most importantly, questions. Because the truth is, strategy isn't about finding all the answers. It's about asking the right questions. It's about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. Now let's delve deeper into these questions. What exactly is the 80-20th rule and why should you care? The 80-20th rule or the Pareto principle states that roughly 80% of the effects comes from 20% of the causes. For instance, consider all the clothes you own. You probably wear 20% of them 80% of the time. In the world of business, this principle holds true as well. About 20% of your activities likely contribute to 80% of your results. It's all about identifying these crucial 20% activities and giving them your full attention. Let's use content creation as an example. Imagine you run a popular channel and you've noticed that one particular type of video generates significantly more views and engagement than all the rest. It's clear that doubling down on producing more of that type of content would lead to better results than trying to spread yourself too thin. The same logic applies to product development, sales, marketing, and every other aspect of your business. Focusing on the vital few rather than the trivial many is key. But how do you find your 20%? Well, it starts with understanding where your time goes. Track your time diligently for a week. Categorize your activities and at the end of the week, analyze which activities brought in the most revenue, the highest engagement, or the biggest impact. These are your 20%. Automate, outsource, or eliminate the remaining 80%. By mastering the art of focusing on the vital few, you can amplify your efficiency and catapult your success. Now let's talk about scheduling a CEO meeting. Why is this practice so important, and how can you implement it effectively? The CEO meeting is a sacred 2-hour block of time that you schedule in your calendar every quarter. During this time, you are not to be disturbed. No urgent emails, no last-minute meeting requests, nothing. This is your time to disconnect from the daily grind and reconnect with your vision. It might seem odd at first, setting aside 2 uninterrupted hours in your busy schedule, but it's crucial for maintaining clarity and focus. During this meeting, you engage in deep thinking. You ask yourself questions like, what is the one thing I could do this quarter that would make everything else easier? Or what is the biggest obstacle slowing down my growth? These questions challenge you to think strategically and not just tactically. You brainstorm, you strategize, you dream big. You are not thinking about the day-to-day operations. Instead, you're focused on the big picture, charting the course for your business. Remember, these CEO meetings are not about adding more work to your plate. They're about shifting your perspective. It's about ensuring that while you're executing, you're also leading. It's easy to get caught up in the execution, but without strategy, you're merely reacting to circumstances. Strategy gives you the rudder to steer your business through the unpredictable seas of entrepreneurship. And here's the secret. These CEO meetings should not be rescheduled or canceled. They are non-negotiable. Treat them like an important client meeting or a major business appointment. Block out the time and honor it. Let me tell you a story. There was a brilliant young writer named Thomas. He had a gift for words. He could turn any topic into a captivating piece of writing. He was in demand, but he struggled with one thing, staying focused. He wanted to write more books, but he found himself constantly distracted by smaller writing gigs. Each time his editor asked him to write an article, he dropped everything to work on it. He told himself, I can finish my book later. But year after year, he never finished his book. He got lost in the endless stream of articles. Then one day, Thomas discovered the power of scheduling a CEO meeting. He blocked out 2 hours every Sunday evening and called it his think tank time. During this time, he wouldn't check his emails or take on any new projects. Instead, he would brainstorm ideas, write outlines, and plan his writing projects for the week ahead. He found himself getting more done in less time, and he finally started making progress on his book. It took him 4 years, but he was finally able to complete his masterpiece. Thomas realized that even though he was talented, he needed strategy to reach his true potential. He had to master the 80-20th rule and schedule CEO meetings to prioritize his big goals. His story highlights the importance of strategy. Even if you're talented or hardworking, without strategy, you may find yourself scattered and unfocused. Remember, strategy is not an option. It's a necessity. Strategy is not for someone else. It's for you. Strategy is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Don't let your talent go to waste. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Cross the execution strategy gap. Become the strategist you were meant to be. I want to leave you with one final thought. The pursuit of excellence is a lifelong journey. It's about continuous improvement and growth. As you climb higher, the challenges will change, but they will not get easier. So don't just strive for success today. Strive for the ability to succeed tomorrow and the day after. Hone your strategic thinking skills. Make it a habit to have regular CEO meetings. Apply the 80-20th rule to maximize your efficiency. Remember, the world needs your brilliance. Don't hold back, go after what you want. And always remember, strategy is not the absence of action. Strategy is action taken with intention, focus, and purpose. So get up, get going. And most importantly, get strategic. Thank you.